Alright, what is up, you? HPK here, and the ban list just keeps going. We have the ban and restriction card list for the Digimon card game. That's right, Digimon is now taking the stage in this video, and it's a crazy one too, because I'll be very honest with you. Um, I wasn't expecting this handful of cards getting hit, as opposed to last time when they only hit one, which was the metal. No, which was the Greymon X. This one here is definitely taking some tolls on some decks because, oh boy, with the stuff coming out later on, yeah, I think a lot of these definitely needed to be hit, or in some cases, decks that are currently going on right now definitely needed their slowdown. Now, luckily enough, nothing got banned, which fine. You know, we can accept that. But looking at it as an overall, this is what it is. You know, at least that situation was. But I feel like some other cards should have released back. But that's just my opinion. So why don't we go ahead and we take a look. So the first changes, first thing is to note that all the changes will go into effect January 1st. So there's nothing but restricted cards. There's no there's no banned cards. They're all restricted. Now, if you guys don't know, similar to Yu-Gi-Oh's Forbidden Limited list, cards that are restricted are at 1. So they're the limited section. Cards that are banned, they're banned. There isn't any cards that are technically semi-limited, or to my knowledge, in the semi-limited section. So that's actually a good thing. And there are 2 separate lists currently going into effect right now, because there's the Ultimate Cups list for the Ultimate Cup series, and then there's the list for just the overall basic changes. And I don't know if this will be included into the list, but I have a 9 out of 10%. Yeah, they will both be included. So, starting off is Blossomon from BT3. She will be limited. And if you don't know what this Blossomon does, on a deabsorption, which I think is download Digivolve. When a Digimon of yours will Digivolve into this card from your hand, you may suspend one of your Digimon to reduce the memory cost by 3. It's just a simple drop situation, and it makes it easier to play Blossomon without happening to, because that's currently what Green is doing, which is suspending a lot of cards to bounce back, destroy, or send to the deck cards your opponent has, and then that way you can bring out some of your runs. Because this basically is just to extend into Bloom Lordmon. Yeah, is it Lord Bloommon? Or is it Bloom? No, it's Bloom Lordmon, if I'm not mistaken. I think Chaos Dramon or Chaos Lordmon in some iteration. It's a really cool monster, though. Yeah, to say, because it's kind of one of those Omnimon-esque looking monsters that really just fits the plant vegetation and avian combination. It looks really, really cool if you see. Or I might be thinking of another monster. Might be, but it is what it is. Yeah. But yeah, that is Blossomon. The next thing of actually, yeah, they also have it here too. Why they while when using plant, vegetation, and fairy decks, this card is usually easily digivolved into a level 6 and then even little memory. Be limited in the future game design and plan for green cards that are plant, vegetation, fairy decks. It removes the need for the 5 cards with Digisorption. For this reason, we have decided to restrict this card to 1. This is basically similar to, I think it's Agramon Ultimate, where Agramon Ultimate or Agramon Perfect, if I'm not mistaken. That was the one that also had a Digizorb cost situation. And now Blossomon is joining that with it. So now you probably run both. Yeah, I meant to run Mon. Next up is Itmon. This is EX2 Itmon. And these are each of the alternate arts for the Itmon. Well, with I and Mako in the background here, because of course they are Itmon's tamers. When this card is trashed from your deck, if it was trashed by a variation of this card, you may trash the top 3 cards of your deck. On play, reveal top 4 cards of your deck. Add 1 Digimon with Beelzemon in its name and 1 Iron Mako among those cards, and put the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. During your turn as an inheritable, while this Digimon has Beelzemon in its name, it gains 3 KGP. Now, the reason why this is broken is because you can have multiple Itmons on the field and then trash cards from your deck. Remember, that is a um, mechanic that is being used by Hitmon decks, or basically Beelzemon decks, or just decks that are purple and they love to mill, is simply having cards like Itmon helping them mill out cards, and then because there will be multiple Itmons on the board, they will mill multiple things. This is why this card definitely had to be restricted to 1. So in the case of Beelzemon decks, this card has an effect that trashes additional cards from the deck when it is trashed, making it so easy to build cards in trash. In addition to removing, and additionally, even if removes the need for using cards from the structure deck Ayamako, you place a card on top of your deck in order to activate an effect that is trashing cards from the deck, accelerating the game speed and limiting future game design, possibly for this card's reference numbers in your trash. This is the reason why we have decided to limit it. Next up is Rare Garurumon. This is Rare Garurumon from this is promotional Rare Garurumon. When attacking, once per turn, if the Digimon Digivolve has a Garurumon Digivolution card, you may unsubscribe the card. For its inheritable, your turn, when you have 8 or more cards in your hand, this Digimon gains security attack +1. Now, I really don't know the real explanation for why this Garurumon is being hit, but let's see what's their explanation for this. So currently, decks that are using BT9 Rare Garurumon X Antibody have a quick defeat because our quick defeat is possible using this card. Because this card is extremely powerful in current play environment, card limits the feature game design possibly because of decks that reference the name Garurumon. For this reason, we have decided to restrict this card to 1 per deck. So I guess there's an upspread in Garurumon decks, and I guess that's why they limited it. I mean, I don't see that a particular reason why to hit this card. But I mean, if that's what the situation is, I guess it's actually pretty cool artwork for Garurumon as well. But where Garurumon in general. Grandest Kuwagamon. So this is another promotional card. This is on main Digiverse of 2, trash 2 cards from the Digivolution source to activate the following effect below. One of your opponent's Digimon gains security attack. Oh no, this card gains. One of your Digimon gains security attack +1. So I'm pretty sure this is probably just a stacking multiple effects situation with this Grand Kawagamon. I don't think it has anything to really do with any other additional stuff attached to it. I'm pretty sure that's why. Yeah, they said it here too. This card can multiply attack. Oh yeah, depending on the number of materials. With the security attack +1, making it easy to defeat your opponent in such a short time. When attacking a player with any methods for defense, this card has been used in play environments for longer than we expected. For this reason, this card's limit for future gameplay is possible in reference to Grand Quagmire or Insectoid cards. Therefore, by deciding to restrict it to 1 copy. So, probably in the sense of Blue Lordmon, or maybe there's even future instances where Insectoid Digimon are going to have another buff in which they needed to slow it down with Grand Quagmire because they'll probably just make another big old beat stick. Which also makes me think, is Blue Lordmon also Insectoid? Or is it Vegetation Plant Fairy? In that sense, or is it one of the 3 and then it just probably goes? But I probably think this has to. No, you know what? It might have to do with that new Kawagamon or that new Kabuterimon that's soon to come out as well, and that's probably why this card has been hit to 1 because that can speed up their acceleration. To just be like a 5 breaker S card off of this, and because of the Digiverse that this card can easily do, you can make that Digimon swing multiple times. It probably hits for 2 security. So if you get rid of maybe 6 off of this card, rendering it to just itself, then you'll most likely see the support that he gets to where Grand Kawagamon can help knock it easily. So yeah, that is a large hefty amount of stuff. And then just for those who wanted to know, yeah, this is the only other card that was hit in April. This is Greymon X Antibody, or I think they call, because of reference of what it looks like, this is Greymon Virus X Antibody. So You can put this card on. You can digivolve this card from a Greymon at 0 cost. When this card digivolves from a card with Greymon in its name, you can reduce the cost of it by 1 for each color it has. Um, Inheritable all turns. When this Digimon with Greymon or Omnimon in its name declares it is supposed to be deleted or returned to the hand by an effect, you may place one X antibody from this Digimon's Digivolution source to the bottom of the owner's deck and prevent this Digimon from leaving play. Basically, it's a protection effect for Omnimons and Greymon S decks that use. That's why this card was such a prominent issue because there's still that deck going around, which is War Greymon X deck, and they definitely do take advantage of a card like this, where I can easily just put a whole bunch of stuff onto the field, and they're protected by Greymon X. While Greymon X not only has an easy drop from just regular Greymon, yeah, this thing had to definitely get in. They're even telling you this now, yeah, just because of the effectiveness of Metal Greymon X antibody, the combination between both of these also help Greymon decks just strive. It's just something that they had to hit. So yeah, there's the synopsis of things for it. The only thing I really don't understand, like I said, is just the Garurumon. But maybe there's just a situation where they want to stop a situation from having Greymon decks. They're gonna do the same thing with Garurumon. Other than that, I can understand the other 3 to 4 that I just talked about in today's video, where yeah, the speed up of things just going crazy and having to limit things so that there isn't too many more um, Mad Hatter situation is a smart thing. Not a dumb thing, a smart thing. Because those can happen where decks just get really powerful. And then they start using older support to buff themselves. Similar to how Yu-Gi-Oh! Is with its thing. So that is basically going to be it for today's video because there really isn't much else to talk about. I think these are pretty decent enough hits, if anything. And I already did a big video talk about the Ultimate Cups limit ban and restriction, which I think a lot of people were really more hoping a lot of those changes were probably coming to this one. So let me know in the comment section what you guys think of the changes for the Digimon card games for being banned and restriction list. Do you guys agree with some of the changes? Were there things you would like to have added? And what things would you have added in order to fill those positions? Let me know this in the comments section below. With that said and done, thanks everyone for watching. I really do appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Um, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel as it helps out tremendously. You can hit that notification bell so you guys be informed when I do upload more content to my channel. Social media links are in the description box below, and you guys can catch me on Twitch at twitch.tv/HarpiePlayerJoe, where I do a lot of my live streams. So, with that said and done, thanks everybody for watching. HPJ signing out. Take care.